The last journal will be presented by all of us. Journal 5, Physical Work Environment Factors Associated with Work Fatigue in Hospital Nurses. Author, Twinda Advantina and Baiduri Widanarko. Introduction. Fatigue may lead to the loss of efficiency, decreased work capacity, health problems, and reduced ability of the body to survive, which may result in work accidents. Fatigue can be triggered by work-related or non-work-related factors. Nurses comprise the largest health professional group in almost all countries around the world, with 60% of workers in the hospitals are nurses. In 2015, the National Agency for Human Resource Development and Empowerment for Health of the Ministry of Health stated that nurses comprise the largest number of health workers, with 122,689 of them working in hospitals. Nurse is the health care worker who plays an important role in health service provision and is always present in every hospital. Work environment factors such as noise, lighting, and work climate can also lead to work fatigue among nurses. When those factors are substandard, work fatigue will be experienced by the nurses. Based on the previous studies, fatigue in nurses has a significant impact on nurses' occupational health safety, job performance, stress, absenteeism, burnout, and job satisfaction. This is an important concern as nurses have a big influence on the quality of care and patient safety. Patient safety is fundamental in nursing care, which is not just a mandate of the job but also required from the moral perspective. Based on a survey conducted in Europe and Canada, nurses who work long shifts reported to show poor service quality and patient safety. Nurses working shifts of more than 8 hours in 2 or 3 times often make clinical errors and contribute to poor treatment outcomes for patients, including an increase in patient deaths. Previous studies also demonstrated that there are several factors that cause work fatigue in nurses, including individual factors, lifestyle factors, occupational factors, and psychosocial factors. And next, we go to the next presenter, Austin Arister, for methodology.
Methodology. This study was a descriptive, systematic review on articles and result of studies on the relationship between physical work environment factor and work fatigue in hospital nurses that were published in international journals and local journals and could be accessed through the UI library, especially journal with full open access. The sample of this study was all articles that meet the selection criteria, meaning that the sampling method used is the total sampling. Data were collected by making a research question, first by taking into account the criteria of population, intervention, comparison, and outcome. The keywords used in this analysis were fatigue, nurse, hospital, workplace environment, noise, lighting, work climate, stress, and cold stress. The conjunction used in the literature search was and. The inclusion and exclusion criteria was established and published between 2005 and 2020. The articles then went through the selection stage which comprised of the title review, abstract review, and full text review. The last criterion used was the selected articles, reported literature review, individual research, and research report.
Hi, my name is Darren and I will present about the result. So in this figure 1, it shows that the step of the systematic literature review used in this study were identification, feasibility selection, and article selection. Researchers search for publication using search engines and database such as Science Direct, ProQuest, Google Scholar, and Taylor and Francis Online. The data collection method that was used was the documentation were obtained from the full open access library of the University of Indonesia. A hand searching approach was also performed. Hand searching is literature search other than using search engine and database local journal publication. So this is the table literature search result. A literature search of the 4 databases result in 177,341 literature. When the inclusions and inclusions criteria were appealed, the number became 96,659 in table 1. Then a quality analysis was performed on the 14 article using 5 predetermined criteria. The criteria of the quality analysis used were having a clear description of physical environmental factor and work fatigue. 1. Population is explained. 2. There are physical environmental factor in the study. 3. Research method of the measurement and measuring instrument used is explained. 4. There is a stability between the research objective and research result. 5. Okay. That's all from me. Thank you.
Discussion. Lightning is found to have a relationship with work fatigue in hospital nurses. One study, Hermawan Adi Prayogawa Irwan Budiono 2014, demonstrate that the statistical result for the relationship between light intensity and eye fatigue presented a value of 0.011, meaning that there is a relationship between light intensity and eye fatigue. For the relationship between eye refractive error and work fatigue, the p-value is 0.018, showing that there is a relationship between eye refractive error and eye fatigue. Another study conducted by Azmoun et al. 2013 on 88 shift nurses also showed a relationship between light intensity and eye fatigue, with R equal negative 0.38 and P equal 0.002, which present a significant relationship between lightning and eye fatigue. The negative correlation and strength are very weak. Study by Kurtstreet et al. 2020 showed that the exposure to dynamic lighting has an impact on work and sleep fatigue. Dynamic lighting can reduce fatigue and improve sleep quality. Work fatigue can also be caused by work stress felt by workers. According to Henki Adrian 2019, nurses at Deli Serdang Lubuk Pakam Regional General Hospital experience work fatigue due to indicate lighting, while work fatigue related to work stress is experienced by nurses at the Regional General Hospital. Another study conducted by Maritz et al. 2008 also showed a relationship between lightning and work fatigue. The ability to work also affects work fatigue in hospital nurses. A study by Vasconcelos 2011 analyzed the factors associated with indicate work ability and fatigue felt by nurses. The ability to work was assessed based on the socio-demography, working condition, lifestyle, and work environment condition, such as lighting and temperature. The results show a significant relationship between lighting and work fatigue in nurses in hospital. Conclusion: lighting, noise, and hot working climate linked to the fatigue felt by hospital nurses. Lighting significantly links to the work fatigue experienced among hospital nurses. However, the correlation between the two variables were weak or very weak. Noise and hot work climate also have significant relationship with the fatigue felt by hospital nurses. Thank you.